Good morning, Rhonda.
Hi, good morning. I'm Rhonda Crichton. I'm the host of the show called Morning Matters. Morning Matters is a show where people come and they share their issues with us.
My name is Mike. I'm an alcoholic.
And in return, we share our opinions with them.
You and only you can forge your path.
We have a lot to offer. We like to share beliefs with the rest of the world, not only our matters, but definitely our strengths.
Caribbean peoples have a lot of story to tell. And if encouraged, they will tell it.
The ordinary person is attracted to us as well as the professional because they all find a balance in Morning Matters.
Think water. Think crystal water. For energy and health, you need to drink water throughout the day. Crystal water is the most consistent and best tasting water in Belize, trusted to refresh you and your family. Think water. Think crystal water. With 11 stages of purification to offer you the peace of mind you deserve, crystal water is the taste you can trust.
Did you know that your Sagicor advisor can help you plan how to make your golden years your best years? Call a Sagicor agent today.
I had a really good time tonight.
So did I.
Life moves fast. Be prepared with Sagicor. Learn more at sagicorlife.com.
Good morning and welcome to Morning Matters. This morning our guest is a person that I know and definitely have a lot of affection for. She is a village girl like myself. She's an artist, she's a mother, she's pursuing her degree in pharmaceutical or medicine, I'm not sure, but guess what? She will tell us as this interview goes on. Her name is Melonie Gillett. Melonie, good morning and welcome.
Hi, Rhonda. Good morning. Good morning, Morning Matters. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for saying yes. Before we get into the singing and all what the people will see as the end product, I would like for you to tell us a little bit about how you got started, how you grew up, because people that don't know Melonie Gillett may feel that you grew up with a gold spoon in your mouth and everything that you've had and or your family has had was handed to them by this being. But people that actually know your family and have been around you know that it's not that simple. So I would like for you to tell us how you grew up.
Well, I was born in the village of Borelboom, somewhere you are very familiar with. And so basically I'm a village girl, you know. And I grew up here. Well, I wasn't born here. I was born in the old Belize City Hospital, of course, but I was raised here, grew up here, village girl, fishing in at the river, fishing in at the ponds, next to the sand pit, you know, and I think we basically had a very humble upbringing, just like a lot of people. We were fortunate to have to be grandchildren and children of Rudy Gillett, who is well known in the village of Borelboom. But a lot of people don't know how hard he worked to get where he was. My grandfather, even, you know, he didn't even finish primary school. He actually started out selling fish on the side of the road. He would go and fish and sell his fish. And that's how he started. And that's what took him, you know, to where he ended up in the end. And I mean, he did help us along the way, but at the end of the day, we are all, you know, our own people in this world, and we have to make our own lives and we have to work hard for it. So I'm blessed to have a father and a mother who support me, Doyle and Ava Gillett, and their sand pit and construction company, DNA, had supported me. And now I am actually a part of that, you know, business. And apart from the music and everything, that's really what helps me to get by on a day-to-day basis.
You are one of 3 children, 4 children. Four
I'm actually one of 7 children.
You are one of 4 biological children for your parents.
Correct.
Your mother went on, or your parents went on and adopted some more children, so they continue to spread the love. But when you were growing up, what was it like in your immediate family?
My family has always been very close-knit, and not just my immediate family, but my extended family. So it's almost as though my extended family has always been my immediate family as well. I don't know if you could understand that, but I mean, at home, it's really, I'm a typical girl, typical woman, you know. A lot of people might think that I don't do certain things, or, you know, but I cook, I clean, I wash, I do pretty much everything. And many times if you would come to our family home, which we have often welcomed many people into, you know, you would find me making fried jack, tortilla, you know, the works, rice and beans, stewed chicken, everything that you could think about, Belizean style, stretch me gut, you know, everything we do, we really cook a lot of local foods, and I love to cook. I was fortunate to learn from my mom, from my grandma, even from another woman that I consider like a mother as well. So I have influences from all over the place.
Well, when you say stretch me guts, I know that you know local food or you know local things. Why? Because I just maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago, I learned how stretch me guts make, because that was like, you know, it was an amazing experience, because I couldn't imagine that coconut could bring out something like that, and the water and sugar. I mean, it was so simple, but it was like a miracle. When I was throwing it, I did not think that it would get thick enough. I was like, this is such a waste, I'll have to throw it away. It's not going to come out good.
Oh, you made it yourself?
Well, I was doing a cooking show for Sagicor, and they were looking for local things to make. And so that was one of the things we came up with. But when I was looking at it, I saw them stirring it. I thought, there's no way this is going to turn into anything.
Yes.
A few minutes later, there it was. Melonie, when did you know that you had a passion for singing?
I knew I had a passion for singing before I was born, I would suppose, because I come from a singing family. My grandfather, the late Raymond Gardner, was an exceptional singer, and we grew up, you know, listening to him play the guitar and singing local music again, as well as, you know, the likes of some of the greatest singers such as Frank Sinatra. And so he passed that on to his children. And of course, my mother is one of the most beautiful voices I've known, you know, I've heard. And she would sing for us from the time I was in her belly. So I like to say that I knew from the time I was in my belly, in my mom's belly, that I loved singing. And so we grew up singing. That's just a family tradition for us. And I also like to say that I really am nothing special in my family, because everybody sings so beautifully. Even my sister, my cousins, they all have beautiful voices. It's just really in what we would say in our blood, you know.
You know, I smile. People that don't know may say, well, it's only Melonie that can sing. No, Melonie's little sister can sing as well. Not only can she sing, she can draw as well. She's an artist. I mean, she went to this you know, wine and art, and she painted this thing like just out, you know, she was the best, she won. But to get back to you, Mel, when you were little, what did you dream of becoming?
What did I dream? I always wanted to be a doctor. When I was little and someone would ask me what I wanted to be, that would be my response, that I wanted to be a doctor. And I think somewhere down the line, I always sang, but it was more a hobby. And then when I was invited to go on the karaoke television, my dad just insisted, and he would always say that if I had such a beautiful voice like you all, I would use my talent and I would sing, and he coerced me to go on KTV. And I think when I went on KTV, I actually didn't win. I almost won twice, almost. But that really put something in me to succeed at it, to help to grow the industry. I was a pioneer back then. It's been so many years. It's been, I would say, 16, 17 years now that I've really been doing music. And, so I think that really pushed me to take it on another level when I went on Karaoke TV.
Well, that definitely was the start of your big deal, if you want to call it that. What made you know that you could make something in this business?
I think it really just came with experience and learning the industry and a lot of research. In Belize, we don't necessarily have the education or the business-minded musicians. That we don't have a lot of that. It's still not an industry in Belize per se, or a business where the artists are making a substantial income from their music. But I would say just the drive that I had to succeed made me do a lot of research and try different avenues and try new things. And when I couldn't find someone to do it, I had to learn to do it on my own. So I think really now I'm still learning, and I'm just getting to that point where I can actually see my way forward business-wise. And I've also had a lot of help from my producer, Ken Doyle Simpson. He not only produces quality music, but he also is my advisor where business is concerned with music. And he offers many different pointers to me. Anything I need to know, I ask him. And he has helped me to set up a lot of things. So I have to give Ken Doyle credit for that, for the help that he's given me over the years.
It is important that not only when we get help, we acknowledge it, but it's important for us to help. I mean, if everybody was to help to their capacity, this world would be a better place. So somebody help you, you help somebody. But I know that even though you've stuck to your music, people would say, Melonie has been consistent and persistent. What keeps you that way?
What keeps me? I think it's just my love for it. At the end of the day, it boils down to my love for music. I genuinely love music. And when I'm not doing music, I feel like something is missing from my life. I feel like I need to get some music done. I need to do this. And, and also when I write my music, it comes in, how would I say, melody and lyrics. So sometimes just out of the blue, a melody and a lyric would pop in my head relating to something I might be seeing, or it just comes and I would write it down or record it on my phone, and then it itches me to record it properly. And, it's to the point now where I actually have been, and again, with the help of Ken Doyle, recording my own vocals, sending it to him, and he does the production aspect, mixes and masters, and gets me back the end result. And it really helps. So it makes it easier when I know how to do these things on my own.
Melonie, we're going to take a break, but when we come back, we'll come back and learn a little bit about your scholastic achievements and your goals, your other goals. Because while you are an artist, you have other dreams, other desires that you are trying to fulfill during the same time of trying to become that superstar. We're going to take a break and be back.
Let's face it, everything has changed. You're at home, your kids are home, we're all at home. And right now it's more important than ever to stay safe by staying inside. And staying inside means watching a lot more TV. MyTV. With MyTV, you can now stream up to 100 channels of live news updates, pay-per-view events, and movies on demand on any of your devices. No strings attached. We are making it easier so you can stay informed and entertained. Let's do our part to keep our communities safe. Do the right thing and stay connected with NextGen. Signing up is easy. Apply for your MyTV subscription on our website at www.centraltv.bz. NextGen, powered by Central TV and Internet.
Did you know that it's best to keep the lumber stored in a dry place?
At KT Enterprises, all our wood is stored in an enclosed space to provide our clients with the highest quality.
We allow you to personally select your lumber if you choose, and we deliver countrywide.
Be it deckboard, beams, and imported hardwoods such as red oak and white ash. At KT Enterprises, we provide you with the highest grade in treated pine, construction grade plywood, and imported hardwood, delivered to your door.
We continue to build Belize by reforesting its pine forest. Visit us today at 2.3 miles Iguana Creek Road or give us a call at 671-0114 or 672-0114.
Hey! I bring your favorite for your lunch. I'll share me.
Alright, thanks, but I'm really hungry right now.
You look frustrated. What going on?
I don't know, Peter, they're far and I got a lot of bills to pay right now.
I might have a solution that can help you out.
Well, you must have got direct line to Jesus then, because this one, yeah, miracle.
Not quite, but I know First Stop Speedy Money.
Well, please tell me about that.
First Stop Speedy Money is a pawn shop that is designed to help you on days just like this.
Really?
Yes, you know they pawn old jewelry, bracelet, earring, they even do pawn and drive. This means you have full use of your vehicle and still get money.
Sure, you make it so easy?
It is easy.
Hey, yo.
Let's go check it out right now.
Visit First Stop Speedy Money at Capital Garden Plaza on Constitution Drive in Belmopan or at 10 King Street in Belize City.
I choose Happy Cow cheese because of its perfect portion sizes and I can travel with it.
Because it's nice and soft and creamy and it goes smooth on your bread.
I choose Happy Cow cheese because I eat it with my beans. I eat it with my fried jack. And you know why? Because it's nice.
Most of all, when you're on the plane, you know they only give you some crackers and you could just take one out and enjoy it with Happy Cow cheese.
I'm Miss Baker and I choose Happy Cow cheese because it goes well with all the stuff I bake.
Happy Cow Cheese. Look for it in a store near you. Distributed in Belize exclusively by Emilio Ahmad and Sons Limited.
I chose Galen because of its strong reputation, great scholarships.
I came because I can take all my classes online.
Because Gillett University opens doors to the outside world.
Their course offering in tourism.
It gives you more opportunity to become who I want to be.
If you want to connect with your inner champion to make the world a better place, then Galen is right for you.
Here at Coop Sheet Metal, we believe our job is very essential in serving our customers. And that is just one reason why visiting us is an experience to be remembered.
Here at Coop Sheet Metal, we have a reliable fleet of trucks. We specialize in countrywide delivery of all our material.
Coop Sheet Metal is a family business that was started by my grandfather, who even had many of his machines hand-built decades ago to make our products the most reliable in Belize. Come visit us at our new facility on Iguana Creek Road, just past the Belize River leading to Spanish Lookout.
New Buildings Limited is the company of choice when it comes to design, fabricating, and erection of wide-span metal buildings in Belize. At New Buildings, we have a team of well-trained professionals that can produce the most innovative and durable metal structures. Be it domestic or industrial buildings, we can get it done for you. We have put together some of the most outstanding metal structures in the country. We also do estimates and consulting. Visit New Buildings in Spanish Lookout or give them a call at 631-8723 or 610-5185. New Buildings Limited, the experts when it comes to metal structures in Belize.
Me and my Marie shops in Lake.
Me and my Marie Sharp in Indiana.
I'm in Rhonda Beach, California with my Marie Sharp.
Me and my Marie Shops
in Kabul, Afghanistan.
Me and my Marie shop did a Hertfordshire, England.
Me and my Marie shops in Taipei, Taiwan.
Marie Sharp, world-class products produced in Belize.
Welcome back to Morning Matters. Melonie Gillett in with us this morning, sharing a little bit about what keeps her on her path. Melonie, again, welcome back.
Thank you, Rhonda.
Melonie, we know that you're an artist, and in many respects, you are a superstar, especially here in Belize. When people think of music, they definitely think of you. When they think of Belizean artists and people with great voices, they think of Melonie Gillett. But besides having a great voice and being able to write good lyrics, you also have another passion that you are pursuing. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I think it was 2016 thereabout, I joined, I was accepted to Washington University of Health and Sciences. It's located on the island of San Pedro. And I had always wanted to be a doctor. So this was finally my opportunity to pursue this dream, to make it a reality. That experience was phenomenal. Besides being able to attend medical school on an island, just learning and understanding the body and medicine and so much more, the intricacies, it really, really opened my mind and got me even more excited about becoming a doctor. Currently, I'm on pause. I've done my basic sciences. I finished that. And now I have to finish my clinical rotations. Due to several factors, I put it on hold. And of course, now COVID-19, I do intend to finish, God willing, that's my intention, to become a doctor at Washington University of Health and Sciences.
Well, if you hold to it the way you have held to your music, I am sure that in a short time you will be a doctor, and soon we'll be able to call you Dr. Gillett. But no problem. In the meantime, while we wait for that, do you continue to write music? Do you continue to work on that art while waiting for things to clear up for you to go back to school?
I definitely work on a lot of things. My music, that doesn't stop. That's ongoing. And even if I'm not recording, mixing, mastering, and having something concrete out there, I am writing. I am thinking of ways to tie my music into, business-wise. And I'm doing a lot of things, working on, I have a clothing line that I'm working on, and hopefully that comes through very soon. I also opened an online store called The Rack. So right now I do sales through The Rack online. And of course, as mentioned before, I've been working along with DNA Construction, as a part of the business. And over the years, my experience with music has pushed me to learn the production aspect of the industry, which ties into Metamorph Creatives, which I've been working with for, I would say, about 8 years now. I've worked with several different companies producing video ads and even my own music videos. So I do stay very busy. I try, and of course, last but definitely not least, I am a mother. So I stay very busy in between all of this.
I like the fact that while you are an artist, like a musical artist, you sing and all that, you've definitely taken the time to expand your knowledge in areas that will support your business. A lot of times I think that the artist can sing, or they can rap, or they can write the lyrics, but they can't mix, they can't shoot, they can't do all these other things that would take them that extra mile. For artists out there that's sitting down thinking it is impossible, what would you say to him or her?
It's definitely not impossible. And I would say that as soon as you hit a wall, because a lot of times we're gonna hit walls in anything that we do in this life, there's gonna be something in the way, an obstacle that we need to face. And if that obstacle stops you from moving forward, or you can't find someone who can do something for you, that's when you put down your foot and you try to learn it on your own, or you seek, someone close to you that might be able to help with that aspect of your career. I would say definitely do not let anything stop you from moving forward. What you need to learn, you learn, and you do it, you get it done. You have to get it done.
How do you gain your contacts and your information? Do you have other people networking for you, or do you go online and do a lot of the searches and the networking and the connecting and the reaching out yourself?
I do a lot of networking on my own. I'm not with any record company. I've always been an independent artist. There was one time in my life that I was working with a record company in New York, but it didn't quite work out. And so after that, I decided that I'm really better off as an independent artist. And I definitely have never been looking really for a label to sign with. I think I like to be more in control of my music, the creative aspect, and a lot of things. So I rather be an independent artist. And I think that was the question. Anything else?
No. I think you've answered it well enough. There's a lot of times when the artist would say that they can't get the connect. They're waiting for this one special connect for them to feel that they're going somewhere, but in the meantime, they don't do anything. I don't see that to be your case. I see that while you plant your seeds all over and then you sprinkle them all the time. To what do you contribute that style?
I think I would have to contribute it to maybe the way I was brought up. I've seen my family work very hard for everything that they have. They don't stop going. My father especially is, we have to try to get him to rest sometimes because he doesn't stop. My mom, she is literally everybody's mom. And, I think it's just, like I said, how we were raised. And it's just been instilled in me. And I have a drive that I feel like I don't feel right if I'm not pursuing something or if I'm not stepping forward or working towards something. So I constantly try to look for new avenues and new ways to achieve things.
This is a time when all of our worlds have been turned upside down. COVID-19 has not been easy, but then it has also provided us with some benefits where technology is concerned. What are some of the benefits that you have received or you've tapped into during this time?
Some of the benefits you said?
Yes.
Wait.
In terms of COVID-19 before COVID-19, a lot of times people were reluctant to actually have Zoom meetings and they were reluctant to meet online and discuss real business online. But because of COVID-19, this has become the new norm. Have you been able to benefit from this?
Definitely. I think sometimes, as I had said before, obstacles do push you to do things that you never knew you could have done before. And this situation has definitely pushed me. I'm doing more marketing online right now, especially with DNA and with the rap. So while maybe that was on pause for a little while, I'm forced to do that. And I actually been planning an online performance where the funds would go towards a fundraiser that we have been involved in. Actually, my cousin from the US had originally started a food drive for the Boral Boom. I would consider it the River Valley area as well, because it was not only Boral Boom. And my parents and my sisters and brothers had been working along with that. So I took the initiative to try to add to that and help to generate some funds. I was fortunate enough to receive some funding so far from Berta Tillman, who really, really has been, I don't know, she overwhelmed me with the donation, and her donation has already fed over 50 people. Well, provided food for at least a week for them. And we have some more funding that we got from several other people that we're putting towards the cause. We don't know how much longer it's going to go forward, but because the country is reopening, but we do know that a lot of people don't have jobs still, they're still without jobs. And the whole world, the economy has been affected substantially by this COVID-19. So we're trying to make it something that will be ongoing. And so if anybody wants to contribute towards that, they can go on my page, Melonie Gillett, they can contact me, and I can tell you exactly how to move forward, as well as, like I said, I've been planning to do a performance where the proceeds will go towards this. Apart from that, here I am on Zoom with Morning Matters. So it's definitely, this is my first Zoom meeting, so thank you for that. My sister had been doing a family one on it before, and we had joined it, but we were having a little bit of complications, so we went back to Messenger, but this one seems to be going smoothly.
I think that Zoom has been very kind to our scope of work as well, because poor people like you would have to wait. We'd have to wait for a time to sit down, or so we felt. The weather would have to be good and the condition would have to be good. But now, once we're inside, the condition is good and we can control the conditions pretty much. So this is one of the perks that we've gotten from that. We're going to take a break, but in the third and final segment, we want you to share with us maybe something new and something old. Something that is well known and something that is absolutely brand new that the people have to look forward to. Also, we want to discuss what your views are moving forward as an artist in a time of COVID. We're going to take a break and be back.
Think water. Think crystal water. For energy and health, you need to drink water throughout the day. Crystal water is the most consistent and best tasting water in Belize, trusted to refresh you and your family. Think water. Think crystal water. With 11 stages of purification to offer you the peace of mind you deserve, crystal water is the taste you can trust.
At NextGen, we work for you. Because despite you not being able to be together, we can keep you connected, united, talking to each other, seeing each other, communicating with each other. Stay connected with NextGen. NextGen, powered by Central TV and Internet.
Me and my Marie shops in Lake.
Me and my Marie shop in Indiana.
I'm in Rhonda Beach, California with my Marie Sharp.
Me and my Marie shops in Kabul, Afghanistan.
Me and my Marie shop at Hertfordshire, England.
Me and my Marie shops in Taipei, Taiwan.
Marie Sharp, world-class products produced in Belize.
New Buildings Limited is the company of choice when it comes to design, fabricating and erection of wide-span metal buildings in Belize. At New Buildings, we have a team of well-trained professionals that can produce the most innovative and durable metal structures. Be it domestic or industrial buildings, we can get it done for you. We have put together some of the most outstanding metal structures in the country. We also do estimates and consulting. Visit New Buildings in Spanish Lookout or give them a call at 631-8723 or 610-5185. New Buildings Limited, the experts when it comes to metal structures in Belize.
Did you know that it's best to keep the lumber stored in a dry place?
At KT Enterprises, all our wood is stored in an enclosed space to provide our clients with the highest quality.
We allow you to personally select your lumber if you choose, and we deliver countrywide.
Be it deck board, beams, and imported hardwoods such as red oak and white ash. At KT Enterprises, we provide you with the highest grade in treated pine, construction grade plywood, and imported hardwood, delivered to your door.
We continue to build Belize by reforesting its pine forest. Visit us today at 2.3 miles Iguana Creek Road, or give us a call at 671-0114 or 672-0114.
Here at Coupe Sheet Metal, we believe our job is very essential in serving our customers. And that is just one reason why visiting us is an experience to be remembered.
Here at Coupe Sheet Metal, we have a reliable fleet of trucks. We specialize in countrywide delivery of all our material.
Coupe Sheet Metal is a family business that was started by my grandfather, who even had many of his machines hand-built decades ago to make our products the most reliable in Belize. Come visit us at our new facility on Iguana Creek Road, just past the Belize River leading to Spanish Lookout.
I choose Happy Cow cheese because of its perfect portion sizes, and I can travel with it.
Because it's nice and soft and creamy, and it goes smooth on your bread.
I choose Happy Cow cheese because I eat it with my beans. I eat it with my fried jack. And you know why? Because it's nice.
Most of all, when you're on the plane, you know they only give you some crackers and you could just take one out and enjoy it with Happy Cow cheese.
I'm Miss Baker and I choose Happy Cow cheese because it goes well with all the stuff I bake.
Happy Cow cheese. Look for it in a store near you. Distributed in Belize exclusively by Emilio Ahmad and Sons Limited.
I chose Galen because of its strong reputation. Great scholarships.
I came because I can take all my classes online.
Because Gillett University opens doors to the outside world.
Their course offering in tourism.
It gives you more opportunity to become who I want to be. If you want to connect with your inner champion to make the world a better place, then Galen is right for you.
Hey! I bring your favorite for your lunch. I shared me.
Alright, thanks, but I'm really hungry right now.
You look frustrated. What going on?
I don't know, they're far and I got a lot of bills to pay right now.
I might have a solution that can help you out.
Well, you must have got direct then to Jesus then, because this one, yeah, miracle.
Not quite. But I know First Stop Speedy Money.
Well, please tell me about that.
First Stop Speedy Money is a pawn shop that is designed to help you on days just like this.
Really?
Yes, you know they pawn gold jewelry, bracelet, earring, they even do pawn and drive. This means you have full use of your vehicle and still get money.
Joe, you make it so easy?
It is easy.
Hey, yo.
Let's go check it out right now.
Visit First Stop Speedy Money at Capital Garden Plaza on Constitution Drive in Belmopan or at 10 King Street in Belize City.
I had a really good time tonight.
So did I.
Life moves fast. Be prepared with Sagicor. Learn more at sagicorlife.com.
Welcome back to the third and final segment of Morning Matters. Melonie Gillett in with us this morning. In this segment, you definitely don't want to get up off your seat. Why? Because we will hear something old and something new from Melonie. But also we will learn a little bit about her creative process and what the future holds in her mind for her music. Melonie, again, welcome back.
Thank you, Rhonda.
Well, I figure if I start off with something old and something new, the people will just get so excited and then after that they might just fade off. So let's give them something to wait for. Let's start off with what do you see the future of, what do you see as the future for entertainers like yourself?
I definitely see it. It has been going digital for a while now, you know, the music industry on a whole, but even more so now where performances are concerned. I know Facebook is now dishing out the option for artists to have an option to collect while, you know, on their performances, on their live performances. So I heard Mark Zuckerberg talking about it, and I'm not sure when, but that should be coming very soon. And I definitely think that I'm not sure, if we will ever go back to that live performance outdoor, on the level that it was before.
I hope that it does. Okay. I mean, once in a while, I want to go stand up and sing a song with Melonie.
I know, and I would hope so, because yes, of course, and that would restore some sort of normalcy to our lives.
Exactly. One of the good things would be that I don't have to worry about the crowd, because if there is that social distancing rule, just stay away from me and I'll be able to enjoy the performance on stage. And I think that, so I see that there is a possibility that it can happen, because the rule, they just have to set rules and we will abide, because no one wants to be pushed upon anyway. So
exactly.
It can work.
And worse, nobody wants to pay $5,000.
Exactly. So I can go to Melonie's concert, and I can, or any concert, and I can stand on my own, but I want to have that interaction with the artist. So that is something that I think will eventually come around sometime, maybe in the future. But let's talk a little bit about your creative process. I
noticed that you physically move around a lot. You shoot at these exotic places. And your storylines are quite interesting. So let's talk about where do you get your motivation from?
I think it always starts with the song, with the emotion, whatever that particular song, the message that it's relaying, it starts with that. And for some reason, a lot of times it seems to be love and belief. So
you when you say, and those are the two things that Belizeans, and I'd say love is international. Everybody have a love story to some degree. If it's love of
their child, their spouse, their dog, there is some love in everybody. Even the most bitter person have a little love inside of them. So definitely you have hit something there. And if you're a Belizean, Belize holds dear to your heart. What song have you composed that you are most passionate about, and why?
That's a difficult one, because I think that many of the songs that I've done have really come from a deep place. And so I have several, but especially because you had asked for something old, one, and two, because this one is near and dear to my heart for many reasons, especially for the fact that my aunt passed away from lung cancer, and it was written for her. The song Be Her Breath. And third, because I was talking to my daughter the other day, and I was listening to Be Her Breath when I realized that it actually coincides with what we're going through right now, what a lot of people are going through with COVID-19, because it has to do with the lung, and her form of cancer was lung cancer. So that song was written specifically to bring awareness to lung cancer. And, it basically says, Lord, please be her breath. And in this time, it's again, Lord, please be everybody's breath right now, so that we can persevere and have life on earth for many more years to come. So that would be my something old.
No, there's no way you can come and recite 2 lines of the song and think that I am going to be satisfied. That Neil Curl term where I said that just not fly. So please sing a little for us.
Wow, sing a little. You're putting me on the spot, Rhonda.
This is the kind of business that you are in.
No, actually, we rehearse and we practice and
and I'm sure you've done a lot of that over the time. So now let's hear it.
Okay, I'll play a little and then I'll sing along with it. Because I don't have the background readily available.
That's fine.
Are you hearing the background?
Da, 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 da. take no more than these came knocking at my door. Never really quite expected that we're searching for a cure. These things come out of nowhere. Before you know it, they appear. And it's in these trying times to learn the power of prayer. I close my eyes and visualize you the way you used to be before this came to be. And I ask the Lord to empower you. Lord, I ask this in your name. I know you take away the pain and be the breath.
There you go. I hope you could have heard because I have the background playing, so.
It sounds wonderful.
Thank you.
One of the things that I notice about you is that you have good voice control. Sometimes you sound soulful like you just did.
In this song, you had that good soulful voice going on, and then other times you use your voice in a different way. Did that take much practice, or was that something that you just did naturally?
Oh, it definitely took a lot of practice, many, many years of practice. Like I said, I grew up singing, and that has contributed. I think I was maybe 12 when my parents got a karaoke machine, and I would sing on that machine for hours on end, literally. And then on top of that, we would have family come over and everyone would be singing. But I think after I really started singing professionally, I did a lot more vocal training on my own. And I had even enrolled in vocal singing when I was studying abroad, but I didn't continue to pursue it. But what I do is I do a lot of vocal training on my own at home. And if I find a song that's challenging for me, I will take that song and I will practice it and practice it and practice it until I master it. So I think those are the things that have given me the voice control that I have now. And it is the voice, vocal cords are muscles. So you have to constantly be training that. So if you don't sing for a long period of time, you can't just expect to jump up one day after 2 years and sing the same way. You're going to have to work your way back to that,
Well, that is in my case, I probably would have to start practicing right now to be able to sing any song. And then if I start practicing today, catch me in 10 years and maybe I have it by then.
But that is why we appreciate people like you, because you definitely bring entertainment to us. How would you describe yourself as an artist? Would you say you're a soul singer? Would you say that, which category would you put yourself in, if any?
I definitely consider myself more of a soul singer than I don't know what you would say, like a upbeat. Yeah, I do have a lot of upbeat songs. I have almost 40 songs, Rhonda, to date. And over the years, I didn't even realize until the other day I was going through them and I was counting them and I said, wow, I didn't even realize I had so many songs, but they're all different genres. But I think for me, I feel most comfortable being a soul singer, especially with songs of love and that share a message. Those are what resonates with me.
You seem to stay in love a lot. Let me stay there with you. Let's live in love for a little bit. Does any of your songs reflect a specific time in your personal life?
I guess it reflects different times in my personal life, yes. I'm sure we can all relate to love and not being in love and hurt and not, being happy and infatuation and real love and all these things that love encompass. I'm sure we all can relate to the ups and downs of love. And I think that's what I bring across in a lot of my songs.
I think you may be the Adele for some, simply because right now, every time Adele's life changed, the people wait for a single that's going to be absolutely amazing. So they're waiting for the next Adele single, right? Because that they're anticipating what it's going to be. So I would imagine now they're waiting for the next Mel single because they are anticipating what it's going to be. But we will not keep them waiting for too long. What is it?
I have 2 new songs that haven't been released. One entitled Ride With You. And that was done a while back, but I haven't finished the music video for it. It was done in collaboration with Billy's Boutique Resort and Spa, who have been some of my biggest supporters over the years. They have supported me in numerous things. And one song people might remember is Soca Mode. They were behind me on that, but I've done several performances there, and they are definitely some of the people that have been, a great support system for me. And then this new one is called Search for Me. And so I'm going to give you a little, not the whole thing, but just a little bit of it. So you guys can look forward to this new one. It's a different sound for me. It's a little bit more upbeat, but I still think it has some soul in it. So I hope you enjoy. You came. Eyes on the bulletin board. When you tell me that you love me, you're one for me, you got me. Turn around and play your foolish games. You've been looking everywhere, you never find me. I'm in my own galaxy. Search for me, baby. You'll never find me. Yeah. You'll never find me. You'll never find me. Search for me, baby.
You know what? Before the next question has to be not what, but who is the motivator? What did he do? You have to tell a little bit. We know what happened to Adele, so that is why we're waiting for her story. You have to give us a little juice. What did he do?
Well, we'll just have to search and find out. How about that one? Maybe the video will tell the tale, Rhonda. Who knows?
Well, you know what? I am hoping
that it tells something. I mean, I don't need the whole name, but at least half of the picture would be sufficient. I like your music because everybody can relate to it. Everybody has been in something, is going through something, will go through something. So depending on where you are, this kind of music can either prepare you or it can comfort you. So we definitely, that is one of the reasons people gravitate to your music, because it speaks to them on many different levels. But being a mother, a student, you will work 2 jobs, maybe 3 jobs sometimes, depending on how your day is going. Where do you find time to not only write, but to compose and put these songs together?
Well, like I said, when they come to me, they come at very random times. Like I would be driving and it comes to me, and, I would sing it the entire way while I'm driving in my head to make sure that I don't forget it, because just as quick as they come, these melodies can go. So what I would do is, if I can't record immediately, I'll just make sure I sing, and then I'll expand. And sometimes if I'm driving from Belize City to Boom, I have an entire song in that time, and that's the beauty of working with Ken Doyle, is that I have always been able to compose and write my lyrics, and then he would build the beat around the music. Now, this song, for instance, was done differently. This one, the beat was already created, and then I wrote to the beat. So, there are different ways that the music comes, but I, it's just like a natural. It's like waking up in the morning, brushing your teeth. For me, I'm brushing my teeth. There's some lyrics coming in my head.
Make it sound easy. Melonie, where can people find your music?
They can find, actually, you can just Google me. But my music is on everything, iTunes, everything. You can just Google Melonie Gillett and my songs come up. If you want to put Belizean singer Melonie Gillett, you can also find me on Facebook, Melonie Gillett again. And I'm going to, currently my website is done, but I'm working to put it back up very soon in the near future, where you will be able to purchase my clothing line and different things that are associated with the brand Melonie Gillett.
Melonie, I say thank you. But before we go,
what is one message that you would like to leave, perhaps with a young musician out there that does not have the kind of support that you have?
I would say, number one, point blank, flat down on the ground. You do not pay attention to any negative naysayers or anybody who tells you that you're not good enough. I grew up in a home where we were not allowed to use the word can't. So if I would say, Mom, but I can't do that, my mom would look at me like, okay, you know that word is not allowed in this house. So don't let can't dominate your career or your dreams. X that word out. And if there's anybody around you who likes to discourage you or tells you that you're not good enough, you just disregard them completely. You don't have to argue with anybody. You don't have to hate them for that. Or, sometimes people just don't understand. So they don't understand your journey. So you just say, well, thank you for your input. I will take it into consideration. And even if you don't take it into consideration, you just move forward and be positive all the time. And you have to believe in yourself first, especially in this industry, because so many people will look at you like you're crazy. What? You want to do music and you think you're going to make money from that? And you think you can sing and you think this and you think that? You just do not pay attention to that. If this is what you want to do, you have to do it for yourself, and you can't sit and wait for anyone to do it for you.
Melonie, you have said a mouthful. I definitely look forward to the launch of your new album, because I will need to buy one. Where can I buy one when it's out? Do I go to Apple Music? Where do I go to buy these music?
Yeah, it will always be on Apple and all the different Spotify and all of them. It's always, my music is always there. It has been there for many years. So I suppose I'll release it there again. But of course, closer to the time, maybe we do another interview and we have all that information.
But not only that information, remember the question. I want to put at least half of the face to the I look forward to that in the very near future. Thank you for stopping and sharing with me this morning. All the best and stay safe.
Same to you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you too.
Good morning, Rhonda.
Hi, good morning. I'm Rhonda Crichton. I'm the host of the show called Morning Matters. Morning Matters is a show where people come and they share their issues with us.
My name is Mike. I'm an alcoholic.
And in return, we share our opinions with them.
You and only you can forge your path.
We have a lot to offer. We like to share beliefs with the rest of the world, not only our matters, but definitely our strengths.
Caribbean peoples have a lot of story to tell. And if encouraged, they will tell it.
The ordinary person is attracted to us as well as the professional because they all find a balance in Morning Matters.